Candidates for mayor faced off in the first of several debates.
I bring a resume that no one up here has.
We need a mayor who has an in-depth knowledge and experience in Stamford's city government.
I'm here for you. I'm 49 years here.
I believe that I am the best candidate to take on this city that has been mismanaged for years.
Each candidate said as mayor they would focus on affordable housing for seniors, expanding UConn Stamford, keeping taxes low, and running an open government, each coming to the table with different ideas.
We want a community you can live in all your life. Going forward, as I have already said in my campaign literature, I want to seriously give consideration to a more extensive and broader tax deferral program for our senior citizens.
As mayor, first thing I would do in looking at senior housing is put together a task force of developers, a task force people in housing, and when I say a task force of housing specialists from the state, our local housing authority, and the federal housing authority, to look at what kind of dollars we could bring into the city of Stamford to create affordable and, in many cases for our seniors, low-income housing.
We've got to manage this city better so that they can stay in, people can stay in through their elderly years. I think maybe there's ways of doing some kind of assistance.
There is limited property that we have. City of Stamford owns multiple buildings that are empty. We need to look into that, including with our taxes, how we to go forward.
We should be fine-tuning that pencil to make sure that every dollar that we spend of your money, every penny, is going to do what we say it's going to do. That's in good times and in bad times. Because guess what? If we cut it in good times, we don't need to collect as much taxes, right? It's better in your pockets than it is in ours.
I would make sure that we would look at our high-dollar expenditures and make sure that what we're spending, whether on health benefits, certainly in the contract negotiations in terms of the pension and OPEB, these are huge expenses that are actually squeezing out other services, really services that we all rely on and need.
We have a lot of waste in this town. We need to stop the waste in this town so our taxes can go down.
We've been at this 60 years in the political theater saying, oh, I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut. And guess what? Your taxes go up again. I work and give advice to Fortune 500 companies, and I can tell you we need to rethink how we're managing this city because we can deliver a lot more services. Obviously, some of our roads are not really conducive to this, but we need to change that, and you can't get it changed if you don't get started. One of the things we're going to have to do is we're going to have some serious transportation planner, and I plan to bring back a transportation planner.
Where appropriate, I would make sure that any planning of any new street or any redo of an existing street would be considered for a bike lane.
Bike lane, I see a yes, but you have to understand now, our roads are in poor shape right now. When the winter comes, salt hits, if you have a crack, salt gets underneath it, gets cold, it rises the blacktop.
It just seems when we've got so much congestion that making it bike-friendly is really a problem.
I will also use, I'm a technology guy, right? Twitter, Facebook, Pencil, all the new gizmos and gadgets that are out there for you to speak to me. It doesn't have to be a special appointment. It's when you need to chat with the mayor, you can chat with him.
And when I become mayor, I'm going to take the same level of transparency forward for the whole city. And I'm going to start videotaping all public meetings and putting them online.
As of mayor, again, my door will be off the hinges. If it's not off the hinges, remind me, I'll have a screw gun there, okay? And I'm talking to everybody.
I do want residents to know what's going on. I don't sugarcoat the facts.
The first public forum was hosted by AARP at UConn Stamford. The next one will be held at the Italian Center October 22nd and will be free to the public.